As you can see, the wind's picked up quite unbearably right now, and we're drifting down here at a pace that we don't really want to be drifting at to be casting accurately up onto this edge here. So what I've done is I've pulled out the drift sock. All you do, pick one of these up at the store, tie it off to your cleat down here, onto your rope, throw it out, and what will happen is that'll open up like an umbrella and it'll slow the drift of the boat down. You can see it as the water starts to go inside. You'll see it start to inflate, and it acts like dragging a huge bucket behind the boat. It's got a hole in the back to let the water through, and it just slows your drift down. Great tip for you when you're fishing edges like this when the wind's howling. As I said, we're drifting down this side here. We've got tapering weeds going up onto a weed flat. We want to be on the outside edge of that, but we also want to be drifting at a speed where we can cast and cover it methodically.
John's trophy pike hit a white chartreuse spinnerbait on the edge of a large weed flat. Let's dissect some of the factors involved here. Water depth on the outside edge of the flat was approximately 8 feet. The weeds on the outer edge were 1 to 5 feet in height, gradually becoming taller and reaching the surface toward the shoreline. Shaun observed open pockets and secondary edges in the fauna. He knew that pike would likely be utilizing the open pockets and tapering weeds on the outside edge as ambush points. The outside edges of any structure are often more productive when targeting larger fish, especially when adjacent to deep water. Areas like this allow pike the security of cover in the deeper weeds as they wait for prey, yet offer an easy retreat to deeper water when they feel threatened. The strike zone in this scenario was the band of water running along the entire length of the flat in depths of 8 to 6 feet. This is where the weeds began to emerge from the lake bottom to where they became closer to the surface on top of the flat. John cast his spinnerbait to the structure at a 45-degree angle. By letting his lure flutter down and slow rolling it back to the boat, it ran perfectly over top of the submerged weeds, staying in the strike zone longer. Due to heavy winds, Shaun utilized a drift sock in conjunction with his electric motor to perform a precise controlled drift. An occasional thrust from the motor enabled the boat to be kept on a perfect angle and within prime casting distance from the structure. For more information on subjects featured in today's show, log on to our website.